On April 8th, Matt Hart, the creative director at Steamforged Games, tweeted, #GuildBallFieldTest, use this hashtag please, I have enlisted the help of our champions as we start to roll this out. First step, setting goals. First goal, of many, is widen the appeal to new players whilst retaining the GB identity and appeal for existing players. This is an incredibly controversial topic, and was met with many responses ranging from genuine enthusiasm to maximum snark. I wanted to talk about this subject because I don't really see my opinion being reflected within those responding, and I don't think that I could convey my opinion properly within Twitter. A few biases I feel obliged to let you know about before we continue. First, I consider myself to be friends with a few of the Steamforged employees, and friendly with many more. Second, due to the nature of running Second Wind as a national qualifier and running a YouTube channel about Guild Ball, I have a business relationship with Steamforged. And while I believe that I can rise above these biases and be objective, you need to know about them so that you can make an informed decision. With that out of the way, let's get into it. With an announcement like this, you have to assume that Matt is on the level, that he wants to improve Guild Ball and revive the player base. If you don't, you are saying that the creative director and part owner of Steamforged Games is intentionally tanking the company, and that is some tinfoil hat nonsense that does not interest me. The major criticism of this post is that we are addressing the game and its rules when a large portion of the issues with Guild Ball are of a logistical nature. Product being out of stock for months at a time, or stores not being able to order product. This is a very legitimate criticism of how Guild Ball has been handled and continues to be handled. It needs to be resolved. If the Guild Ball field test changes are implemented, it would need to come with a game relaunch to be successful. Something akin to the addition changes seen from other games like Warhammer, War Machine, or Malifaux. So assuming that they do relaunch the game, what should they change? But that is the wrong way to think about it. What can't they change? What is so core to Guild Ball that without it, it won't feel like Guild Ball? For me, it's three things. The playbook, momentum, and the guilds. The first two are sort of the same thing. The playbook mechanic is what separates Guild Ball from all other miniature games, so you have to keep it. And the momentum mechanic is pretty intrinsic to the design of playbooks, so you have to keep that as well. Within the momentum mechanic, I think you can change what you get to spend it on, but it largely has to be generated by the playbook results and used as encouragement for things you want a given team to do. The final thing you can't change in Guild Ball is the guilds. I don't mean their specific mechanics, but that they exist and that the game has factions. The identity that the factions give the game is essential. I think outside of that, they can do pretty much anything. Because I have faith in the development team, despite how bad some of the ideas floating around currently seem. But with that out of the way, what would you do, Vince? While I think that Guild Ball is the best miniature game around, I don't think it demos very well or easily. I find the influence mechanic hard to teach. Its difficulty is compounded by the fact that you need to teach it pretty early in the demo. I think it's that there's two resources, influence and momentum, to balance that make it so hard to teach. Perhaps allocating influence from your pool as the model activates? I don't love that, but something along those lines would be cool. What do you guys think? Should Steamforged reboot Guild Ball? What are your best Guild Ball field test ideas? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. I'm Vincent Curkov, and these have been my thoughts on the Guild Ball field test.